sense? You know what don't make no sense? There were so many Jamaican drums and noise
with the
in
little
the
with the steel.
soundtrack.
First off, they're Jamaican steel pants, sir.
No. James Horner was doing so many lines of coke when he made this doggone soundtrack. It don't make no sense, man.
Here's the thing.
First of all, welcome everybody. Like we back at it again, Three Black Geeks. We talking Schwarzenegger.
Talking Commando.
No. I'm sorry. Let me sum it up the right way. This movie is Schwarzenegger in Grand Theft Auto before Grand Theft Auto before Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, earlier this year, me and Eris talked about this. There was a little movie called Plane that dropped at the top of the year. And me and him reviewing it, I told him straight up, I saw the trailer and I was poking fun, like, look at this bullshit, right? Go see the movie, and I was like, well, son of a bitch, I'm in. This is the most simple fucking movie ever. There was no plot twist. There was no like, here's the, no gimmicks. It was just a simple movie. And Commando reminds me of Plane, John Wick, and all these movies where they're simple. There's no like gutsy twist. It's just like, this is what you're told up front what the movie is, and that's it.
This movie was a little too simple.
I've
never seen a movie have more action than dialogue.
Because it's simplicity. Yeah, go ahead, E.
I'm just mad that this movie decided, we're going to start, right? Man in bed with his wife. Everything's all right. Ah, man, the trash. I got to get the trash. Run out there to get the trash.
On a Tuesday?
D, time out. The Negro urge for me to be like, fuck that trash and go back to sleep.
No, first of all, the first red flag. Hold on, the first red flag. First red flag. Yeah. First red flag. It was like his dude's wife saying, on a Tuesday?
I would have said, real talk. I would have said, fuck that trash.
On a Tuesday in California in 85?
See, here's the thing. Now, it's not to say that him saying fuck that trash would have saved his life because they probably would have kicked down the door and killed him and his wife any damn ways.
They would have went upstairs. Why did you wake up?
No, but isn't just me.
Think about it. Bill Duke kicking his door. Why didn't you wake up and let me do my punt?
You probably would have done something like that. But no, let me ask y'all something. Because like you said, the beginning of this movie, like
no explanation.
No explanation, nothing, right? Does this not start out like a freaking GTA mission?
Yeah. Dude, it's like because you're
this
thinking
whole movie is GTA.
Because if you've never seen the movie, right?
Series of GTA missions.
Because if you've never seen the movie before, right? You're like, damn, they just killed a random civilian. What the hell did he do, right? Because you're just like, whatever, right? Now it's like, all right, he got killed, right?
I thought I'm gonna miss y'all. I thought I was miss y'all. Don't worry.
Second guy, we won't. The second guy that he gets killed, I gotta be real. He could have avoided that by a simple roll cancel out the way.
Dog.
Combat roll.
Done.
Hey, look. The dude sold me. Hey, I know what you're thinking. That's luxury. That's style. I mean, we lost in a couple years to the Japanese. But we're back. I'm like this. I was thinking to myself, here's me. Well, this is a Cadillac. Yes, it is a Cadillac. Get in there, brother. Here's me. Here's
this is the only thing you got to sell.
I'm black. You trying to sell me, but
right.
No. Here's me. I was telling myself about real life. How to feel it? How did I live?
My man stood in front of the car and said, "Stop."
Like, long enough where I'm like, it's nice in that motherfucker. I better smell nice in that. That's
no. The selling
leather.
D. The selling.
That wasn't leather.
D,
he said it was leather.
No. D. That was the selling point for me. Was the fact that he's like, I know what you're thinking. There's no leather in here. Like leather cracks. It gets hot. It does this. I'm like, all valid points.
Yeah, this is true.
All valid points.
My thing is this:
like,
the way
the moment the moment he took that car outside, the depreciation dropped. The moment the sun hit the seat.
Hey, look, the way I would have pulled the Willy Wonka as soon as he was about ready to start up and drive out, and like, stop, no, and just let him drive out. Like, no, you're not gonna run me over. No.
Man said, you know what I like best? The price.
And runs his ass over.
I like the fact that he just stared at him. Hey, are you going to actually put this in reverse? Hey, wait a minute. Are you going to try to run me over? Hey.
I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. Why? First of all, why were the keys already in the car?
Yeah.
On a showroom.
Yeah. Most people would be like, give me a second, let me go get the keys and come back. And then,
She said it's like GTA. He hopped in and it started off automatically.
Like I said, this movie is GTA.
You know what this is, right? It's Bill Duke and his dark lips that sweet talk the car to start up.
I gotta tell you something, Bill. What blunt with all that tar was still on there before you came out there?
Because I had to really think back to the fact that in
I had
Predator,
met Bill Duke. I had met Bill Duke in real life. His lips was nowhere
here's the
close.
thing. In
As
Predator,
dark as they were in this movie.
Here's my thing. In Predator, was his lips that dark? I don't think it was.
They weren't that dark.
Well,
they were.
Well, hold on.
They were jungle.
You do understand. This was what, a 3-year time, like a 3-year difference.
It's 85. I thought Predator was 84.
87.
Oh yeah, 2 years. 2 years.
Wow,
2 years.
Yeah, there's a 2-year difference.
Yeah. 2 years difference.
Like 2 to 3, like about 2.5 year difference between dry shaving in the jungle and throwing out a line just before you kill somebody. He was 2 for 2 up until the boat. I'm like, you didn't have one for the boat?
Now, because we know, now here's the thing. Because
the person that was on the boat was somebody that's going to be familiar. His name is Bennett. And
I gotta be real.
And he's very Australian.
Can I be real? Bennett's death, put in quotes here, death, was the only one that was so obvious, like he faked the shit, because you know how he smiled at the Hispanic dude and Bill Duke, and I'm like, so the way this is edited, did he see Bill Duke and the other guy? What happened? I'm confused.
I believe he did see everybody, but that's the other problem with this movie. I do believe we were given this scenario A version of this movie because there's so many cuts.
Yeah,
when you go back,
that too?
Yeah, there's so many cuts in this movie. Wow, that was funny. There's so many cuts in this movie. There was so many cuts in this movie.
It's like, damn.
There's so many cuts in this movie that I had to. Even to myself, I'm going, is this the scenario A version where we got to watch it once and go back and play scenario B on some Resident Evil?
I mean, look
at the background. Press triangle.
Hey! Did you look? Here's the cut that had me rolling.
Commando A, Commando B.
Here's the helicopter's flying off. Arnold happens to be looking up, and all of a sudden, I'm like, whoa!
I love it.
Whoa!
So y'all, with 3 people dead. Well, 3 people dead. Of course, the army's going to come in to meet the man, the star of this movie,
Matrix.
John Matrix. Do I got a picture of this nigga with motherfucking
Alyssa Milano?
No, I don't. But I got this man, John Matrix. Yes. Do you realize that this dude is the greatest of all greatest army men of all time? Think of Big Boss and then insert him with Rambo. It ain't close enough. It ain't close enough. Because John Matrix, very American, by the way, Matrix. But anyway, John Matrix.
And yet John Matrix talks about his time to his daughter in East Germany about rock music and how it carries over into being very, what was the word that he said to her daughter about it?
I forgot what the word he used. But the thing that gets me is that
when my daughter had the measles, I was in Angola.
Or the fact that
when she was bored, I was in Laos. When she,
I mean,
family wanted to be happy.
Now here's the thing. I say this all the time. So Arnold is 6'2".
Let's make that very clear. Arnold's only 6'2".
Now here's the thing. The dialogue in this movie is hilarious because at one point his 6 foot. Look, man, me as a 6'4" person, I can't hide behind a tree. Like they're gonna notice me, right? This motherfucker is at a mall, 6'2", big as hell, doing this stuff. And I'm like, bro, they can see you. What are you doing?
So anyway, like I said, with 3 people already dead, they go over to John Matrix like, hey, all right, John. Looks like they're after you. What are you talking about? They're after me. They're gonna get you, John.
First of all, they're killing your men.
He lists off who they could be: the Russians, the Somalians, who else? The Iraqis.
This red guy have terrorists. You know that.
Yeah. So he was, which in and of itself, Matrix and his guys are supposed to be top elite. So you're kind of like, well, how the hell are they letting all these people kill him that quick?
Well,
Like,
I said the same thing too. How does dude elite and you let somebody get you when you coming outside on a Tuesday, the day they not supposed to be dumping trash, and you get shot in the face? All right, and then number two,
he double tapped too. That's the funny part
how
too.
did your man How did your man get hit with a damn motherfucker El Dorado?
I got nothing.
No, you should have said D. That's because the 1985
the 1985 Cadillac.
That 1985 Cadillac El Dorado is fully loaded. It's a fully loaded V8.
No, it's not even that. It's very simple. The 1985 Cadillac is perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Down to the last minute detail. Perfection.
Nah.
And by the way, I got you, D.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alyssa Milano, when she kept her mouth shut.
when she was a wee lass.
When she was a little Milano.
A little Milano.
Just a little bit black, just a little bit white.
Before all of a sudden, boom, her and Tony Danza, who's the boss.
Before, boom, she did what all white girls did back in the day that D used to like. You know what white girls used to put red lipstick on, but they put the black line around that shit? That's the only way they look like they have lips, but it looks sexy though.
Well,
she had the sway back hair, and then all of a sudden she was on Charm, and I was like, yeah, she all right.
Well, me and D talked at length about Alyssa Milano when we did Fear, the Marky Mark movie.
And me and Eris talked about Alyssa Milano when we did Baba Black, because the beginning of all of our hentai episodes is the Who's the Boss theme song. You're probably saying, why in the beginning of a hentai would y'all play the Who's the Boss theme song? Eris, I say, well, it's to change the whole atmosphere, this, that, or that. Eris says, why not?
Here's the thing.
Very simple. Why
here's
not?
the thing. They need so Dan Hedaya and Bennett. They need
is the Vernon Wells is his name?
Vernon Wells, aka what's it? Dude from Power Rangers Time Force.
I gotta be honest with you, Dan. I gotta be honest with you, Dan. Mr. Hedaya, as a Jewish man, I gotta say this. You actually play Spaniard very well. I'm not gonna.
He's one of those people that they just like.
He played it very toned down. Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna be wild. Here I come floating around making noise, villain. He just played it very subtle.
Dan Hedaya is in that same boat like Cliff Curtis, where it's like every once in a while, Dan Hedaya, they're like, "Hey Dan, we need you to play a Spaniard. Don't know what country, but you're playing a Spaniard."
And I give it up. He played what I
ambiguously Spaniard.
Yeah, ambiguously.
because as we all know, the country of Valverde is located. So
Walla Walla, Mexico. I don't know.
So what happens is you're gonna kidnap his. You're gonna take his daughter for ransom.
Personally, I always said that it was either on. It was like an outlet, like beside Peru, around Bolivia, outside of Guyana. I always said it was like a little island outside of the mainland. That's what I always thought it was.
No, and where did it happen to be on the map of this movie? Oh, just about a good 2 hours outside of Los Angeles.
I mean, look, here's the thing. The crazy part about it is they're to this day in 2023.
There's just a rogue island.
A rogue island. 2 hours outside of California.
Not in Hawaii.
Cali. Not in Cali. Now look, just in the middle. Just if you fly out 2 hours this away
on a Cessna.
2 hours south.
Still
2 hours southwest on a Cessna.
That's still technically United States territory. Just fucking out there.
I gotta say, the two Army guys that the Army captain leaves behind. I'm like, that's your best guys, huh?
Yeah.
Clearly,
yeah.
They just
I like how
they just came in from the academy with 2 days left for retirement.
You're like, that is great, but how many? But how many family members do they have? Oh, they both come from big families.
Now
Also,
here's the thing.
one of them just had triplets, and by the way, their father just actually
Now,
survived a triple bypass.
now here's the thing
So
for you
don't worry,
guys.
he has a lot to live for.
Now here's the thing for you guys. Did Bennett and them have a B plan in case Matrix and his daughter got on the helicopter with the captain? Did they have like a missile to shoot the helicopter down or something?
Hey Chris. Do you think there was any planning outside to get the girl?
I mean, a man popped up out the bush and just shot the guy. I'm like, oh, they clearly were waiting in the cut, waiting.
They had a plan. They did have a plan.
They weren't accounting for Blanco to roll down the hill.
They had a plan, but their execution went at a D grade level of a Metal Gear Solid 5 episode scenario.
Why was my man?
Fuck you. I say C grade because not only he prop my man up on the walking room. Hey, wait a minute, man. Calm down.
So okay, D. Averages out D plus. I'm not giving not even a C minus. I'm sorry.
For a man that can
took a guy that was
but you're giving me points because I actually
I'm giving you points, but I'm saying like the way that they played it up in the movie. First of all, dude was already down for the count, so there was nothing. Second, dude was already gonna die anyway, so you just go ahead, double tap, prop him up against the door, and all you had to do was sit and wait.
My thing was this, though.
No, you were already in the room with the "I love you, Dad" card. It was already there. The
why
work
would
was
you?
why was already done for you.
But why would you threaten? You already kidnapped the girl already. Why would you sit in a room with a guy that has a gun and say, "Hey, let's talk about it"? I'm like, that's not going to work. You lost your leverage.
Hey, Chris, you want to know the best part about that scene? The best part about that scene, his gun was like literally just 2 feet away from him.
Yeah, it was right there.
And it was just propped up on a box right next to him.
But here's my thing, better yet. Did you think John was going to sit down?
No,
you just killed 3 people. Look, you just killed 3 people. Almost killed his daughter, by the way. And you think, you make a good point. Show me where your lead is. You think that's going to happen? Do you really think this is going to happen? No.
Well, also,
wrong. Down. He flew backwards. Exactly the way.
I like how their plan also for Matrix out the following was, just yank the battery out. We'll be fine. I'm like, did you not account for him to roll that car down the hill?
This man. I like how he said, "Don't worry, this is a case. Don't worry, this is a 1985 K 2500. Go down."
Hey, look,
really
people.
Again, his planning and execution were like that.
Look, all I will say is this: people forget the fact that old school vehicles like that, they can take a fucking beating.
Like that,
they can.
That nigga, that's a Cheyenne coming down that damn thing. That thing gonna live.
That's a battering ram, and you know what?
Matrix,
that is a tank because Matrix had the right idea because Duke and them were like, shit.
I love how Duke was like, Duke played like how
he comes down the. Did you like how he comes down the hill and just missed them?
Man,
like I said, Duke knew that. Bill knew all the way. That dumbass ain't gonna get it.
You're like, he ain't gonna get it.
He might get the van behind us, but he ain't gonna get us.
Look, you saw him fly back. See, I told you, stupid ass. Oh, that's what he's trying to do. Okay, don't worry, he ain't gonna get us though.
So they need Matrix to basically kill the president of the Val Verde.
And that's the one thing. And the one thing that becomes very apparent is Bennett really wants to kill John.
Can we talk about Bennett real quick though? Can we talk about how
he wants to kill John?
Can we talk about how between
we can definitely talk about not Kano. But,
no. Can we talk about how Bennett just looks like a guy that took creatine but did none of the workout to follow up on that?
Yes.
I'm sorry, no. The word leather bar and daddy comes out of his mouth a little bit too much.
I mean, look. This is the man that wore assless chaps in the Road Warrior, so it was pretty badass, I might add, in that movie too. So
I like how he's also rocking the "We Got Chainmail at Home."
But here's the thing: Matrix look like he's Matrix, and we see at the beginning of this movie when he's carrying a big ass tree trunk and stuff, like he's the manly man and stuff, cutting down trees.
Meanwhile, you got this nigga over here. You're my obsession. You're my obsession.
Dude. Bennett looks like he does like 5 push-ups and think that he's cut and he's eating a fucking Wendy's cheeseburger afterwards. Like, bro, like
does 5 push-ups to get a good pump.
It's like, dog, that pump is not enough.
Now, this picture will come up later on. These fuck me eyes or I want to fuck you eyes. These will come up later. But this is what I'm talking about. The passion that Bennett has to kill this man is just...
I feel
it's unheard of in movies today. Like the way like I said, when it borderlines on the sexual, that's when you know a nigga wants to.
I feel there's a layer of truth to people that were special forces, and there's at least one guy that's crazy as shit. Easily, I think there's truth to that.
I mean, come on, honestly, gentlemen, Bennett, he wants to kill this. This is a conquest.
I bet he do want to kill it.
No, seriously, this is a conquest. I bet he do want to kill that. This is a conquest. The man carrying a tree.
Eris, now, did we just compare that? Now, hold on. Now, we just compare that. You see the arm. You see all of that.
Yes.
That arm alone, just his arm. Let's just go off the free left arm that he got. Bennett. It's like a Cyndi Lauper song is about to be playing in the background any second. When I see this, just real talk. And I know it's all cosmetic and real talk. Arnold is strong, but he ain't that strong. I know that.
Oh, yeah, we clearly see it in this movie.
Yeah, but when I see this, I think, oh, that dude's gonna rip my head off. When I see this dude, oh, he wants to rip my head off.
He wants to.
Gay joke. Anyway.
But let's be real. When it comes to Bennett, no, go back to that. Let me go back to that picture of Bennett real quick. When it comes to this guy, let's be real. His attack plus comes from his mustache. Okay,
it really does. I think most of his power comes from his mustache. I think the chainmail is actually more cosmetic. There's no defense to that,
bruh. First of all, that is the default. That is the default. That is the default chainmail that has no armor attributes whatsoever.
You ever play? When you first start an RPG, you get like regular leather, and it only has +2 defense.
Like, hold on. When you don't want to get the you don't want the real leather in a car seat, you get that leatherette. That's what that chainmail is.
Nah, man. That chainmail is what you find on like the first bandit you run into in any game. You be like, oh shit, this nigga got chainmail. Look, oh shit, this nigga got chainmail. And then immediately, like 2 fights later, you find way better armor.
Dude, this is the chainmail that you get from killing this is the chainmail that you get for killing the thief that runs around stealing your money.
Is this like level 5 chainmail essentially?
No, this isn't level 5. Chris, this is the default armor that you get when you first start.
Wow, not the default. Holy crap.
Default. Like I said,
the default.
Yo. You look, hey Chris. This is the armor that you get like 7 of them, and you craft like 6 of them together, and so you can make a better. That's the.
I mean, it is a very Freddie Mercury mustache. I mean, look, it's 85. I mean, that makes sense.
Freddie Jupiter.
Freddie Jupiter.
I'm sorry. That's a terrible joke.
Hey, look, man. Look.
I need to go to jail. I don't care. Freddie Jupiter. That's a terrible. I don't give a fuck. I will be in jail happy. I don't care. I made my joke when no one else would.
Hey, man. Look. There are people in my lifetime that I've met, old school actors. Vernon Wells is another actor I definitely need to get an autograph and talk to, because that dude is his filmography is really solid and great. And like for a lot of us that we saw him in Road Warrior Commando, when he popped in the Power Rangers as like the main villain, I was like, the hell is Vernon? Holy fuck! Like he's actually doing pretty good in this fucking show. Damn,
I'm like, why?
Why is the really good?
It's like Vernon Wells, thespian actor. He's in Power Rangers. All right, fuck.
You know,
this is
when
great.
And you take the real villain and make him a side character, and this show makes no fucking sense. I get it; it's a puppet, it's a guy in a rubber suit. I get it. You don't want to take it serious.
But sir, you get Vernon Wells in Power Rangers. You're gonna get Vernon Wells for 45 episodes.
No, you are. No, Chris, you're not wrong. It's just you're playing a clearly made for America. This is
how I know Saban and his money went long when he was like, "Hey, Vernon, want to be in Power Rangers?" Ah, sure, why not? Why not, mate?
I mean, yeah, sure. I got the actual villain of the show right there.
Nah, Vernon Wells. That's all.
He's a side guy. All the character development. This guy.
We get Vernon
Wells.
Nah. See, y'all guys.
No, I'm sorry. Justice for Del Nero. That's all I'm saying. Justice for Del Nero.
Hey, look, guys. We gotta lean to a niche that people want.
The actors don't want to hide their face.
Nah, we got
time, gentlemen. This is our time, gentlemen. This is our time to do something different.
Hey, look, Ramsey, probably one of the.
I hate the fact that would be me.
Wait.
That's D. That's
Wait,
D in the executive room. This is our time, gentlemen.
D. He takes the freaking B rabbit approach. Something's gonna happen with this Power Ranger stuff, and it's gotta happen now.
Nah, dude, you take the sip. Look, he sees.
It's the 8 Mile approach.
Eric, he sees the fucking B-roll. Look, he's sitting there watching the B-roll. This is something new.
It's a game changer.
We should have been putting more eye patches on these motherfuckers a long time ago.
I really look. I had a theory. I didn't say this on the Time Force episode, but I really feel they were initially going to probably have Vernon Wells come in there and probably do like a voiceover for the Don character for the Sentai, and I know somebody came in there's like, why don't we just let Vernon Wells be Vernon Wells? All right, fuck it, let's go.
Give him a whole character.
He's like, hey, Vernon, you like the character from World Warrior? Yeah. All right, that's what you are. Except you're a mute now.
Just give him a whole character. But what about Del Nero? He's the actual villain of the show.
Hey, Rancic was probably the best character in Time Force easily.
Hey, his time is gone.
Debatable.
Your time is now.
Hey, it's debatable. But I will say this. Bennett is probably his top character.
This is top.
Easily.
Now, CD. I'm sorry, Chris. Now, Chris, if they just said, "Hey, Bennett survived, hole in stomach and all," and he just came over to Power Rangers as a villain, and we got Bennett as Rancic, then maybe I'd agree with you.
I mean, but here's the thing.
How's it going?
All I'm saying is,
JDF turning you.
But here's the thing.
JDF was not in Time Force.
Hey, look, but that would have been great. How's it going, Tommy?
But here's the thing. We have to talk about the fact that
no, that would have been perfect. You get no
can we just
Tommy. You get no Tommy.
This Green Beret's gonna eat you for breakfast. I eat Green Beret for breakfast, and I'm hungry. First off, can we talk about how my man on the plane with Matrix was basically like this after getting his neck snapped?
Okay, all right, let's talk about it. Yo, but first off, this motherfucker, I know he looks like a guy that's going to antagonize the Warriors.
Look at the chin. Look at the chin line. The chin.
That is a wonderful 1985 chin.
That tells you everything I need to know about you. You smoke cigarettes and you use racial slurs. You just look like you use racial slurs.
David Patrick.
Just look like
David Patrick Kelly. He made himself known in the 80s as playing a sniveling bad guy, and he was really good at it.
Yeah,
very good at it.
Yeah, and this is why I believe that this movie we were only given the A scenario version, because I do believe that in scenario B there is a shot of this man doing a line of coke just before he goes to hit on Ray Don Chong.
Because y'all remember, my man was in John Wick 1 and 2.
Yes,
He was.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's why I was like, yes, he's in. He's still working. I love it. I hope he's look. I hope he's in 4. I would love for him to pop up in 4.
Let him pop up in 4, please.
Please, I need
this.
that.
We need this to happen.
Because I remember, I remember it was funny. I saw the Warriors. Yeah, I was like 6, 7. I saw the Warriors on cable, and seeing him, and then watching like Commando. It's like it's like if your character still survived getting beat up by the black dudes at the end of Warriors. And this is what you went to. You took another profession.
He just survived the ass whooping.
Killed a black guy, and now you're in LA.
He had 1 HP of health.
Basically.
1 HP left. That nigga crawled to the nearest elixir and took a swig. And he's been quiet ever since.
Took a bus to LA and got a suit, and he was good to go.
So I like the fact, Chris, that your boy did hop. So he was calmly told 11 hours till Valverde.
Sets his watch. His Timex watch.
Yes. Do that. Pop, grab, click.
Next snap.
Hold up. Pillow to the back of the head.
Set my man up right here. Set my man up right there. Now, guys, I want to say this. It's the hat against the jury curl that works.
Hey, D, you know the only thing that's missing from this? Y'all want to know what's missing from this?
What?
Camouflage 99%.
Look.
I hate you.
I had
the camouflage 99%.
I have the video of this up on IG of me laughing at this because it's so smooth. It's the elbow. God. Please don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired.
My man said he's dead tired, man.
Now here's my thing. Now I'm not a guy that knows the hours that it takes a body to decay. But I gotta imagine a body isn't decaying that quickly on a 12-hour flight and room temperature plane here. I'm just saying.
See, and Chris, I'm so glad you said that because I was gonna look for the picture, but screw it. I'm just gonna describe it. The same amount of time that passed for him to come out decayed the way that he did,
looking like a zombie. Like what?
It's
hell?
like it's the same thing for when you like when you play OG Resident Evil 2. You leave Marvin in the room. You come back, and this dude is in the he's in the freaking office. He fully decays into a zombie right before your eyes. I'm like, bro, it's the same damn color.
Oh! You know what fucks it up though?
As
black people, do we really turn that damn like grayish bluish?
Nah, we don't turn that way until at least the 10th day. See, black people, we compose differently too.
I think the way you use that,
look, we just turn a shade of purple, like a 6 shade of purple. Then we get to the nasty white people gray.
No, this is the best part, D. This just goes to show you that even after death, the melanin is still too strong.
Here's the thing. But even to your point,
hey, think about it. You fries. Look, think about it. You're a white person freeze drying yourself a nigger, and next thing you know, damn it, that nigger skin is still there. Ain't nothing black in it. Look, ain't nothing breaking in the blackie.
No, but the thing about it is, though, to your Marvin point, it fucks you up even more when you're speed running the game because it's like, yo, Marvin, I just saw you like 2 doors ago. How the hell did you get gray all of a sudden?
How do you decompose that quick?
Like you just speed running through the game like, hold on, whoa, Marvin, just a minute ago you were holding on to life.
Now my kids are watching with me, and I said, my kids are watching with me. Saw that part. Next step, dead tired. Yuck. I'm gonna put my clip up. I got like 3 clips of my kids laughing, going, "What the fuck" at this movie. But I'm gonna put them up later. But one of them was, all right, guys. Now, how's he gonna get off the plane? this way. He jumps off the plane like this. And yes,
combat rolls into the marsh.
The stunt double was definitely black.
I like the fact that it went from Arnold to a dude by Tone doing this. I love it.
So Matrix lands in a marsh, which to his credit, in real life, that would soften the blow of the landing if you landed on a wet marsh.
Not that speed, because the way he went down was like this. Okay.
Now, I'm gonna look. If our boy Gary,
you're right. If you lay back like that, go into the water, you should be.
It's a marsh, okay. So it's a marsh, so it's grass and soft mud. So you're gonna get like maybe CTE a little bit, but then you can get up and walk away and stuff.
The most you'll get is like, oh, what happened? There's a big fucking wooden plank through my fucking leg.
Oh no, Matrix will just pop his leg into place and keep walking. That's what Matrix does.
He would have landed on the stick. Kaboom!
So Matrix has 11 hours to do it. When he lands off to the races, he's following Sully to his guy.
And he's following this chick.
Yes.
Ray Dawn Chong.
Who was the lady of the 80s?
Queen light skin of the 80s.
If you needed a black woman in your movie that has a majority white class, you get Ray Dawn Chong.
You needed a black woman that was safe enough.
Yeah,
I was just about to say that.
Because Ray Dawn Chong, if you look at her filmography, everything in the 80s, it's her. It's her.
And especially if you look at the movies that she did in Canada, she really did play legit light-skinned. Well, she played the black girl who was inexplicably around a lot of white people. She did a lot of that.
I mean, I would say the blackest movie she did was like Beach Street, Color Purple easily.
But here's the funny thing about Ray Dawn Chong, and I think a lot of people really need to see that she was representation of black people. She was legit representation of black people right now. Even like black people, we always have this way of taking a piss out of you. Oh man, you ain't black enough. Like we see it when people go on The Rock. We see it when people go on Vin Diesel. You're not our. But here's the thing. But you see what I'm saying. But here's the thing.
I mean, you said Vin Diesel black, and I'm like, yeah, he is black, ain't he? Fuck.
That's what I'm saying. You are. You're still part of our culture. You still pull it around. And I am going to show a picture of Ray Dawn Chong how she looks today.
Interview with Vampire.
Which is killing me because she's in an interview with a black vampire. And I'm like, and she's in New Orleans, like, and she's perfect. She's perfect for that.
Her and Jasmine Guy and Jasmine Guy are in the same boat because Jasmine Guy is in Harlem. Yeah. And it's like they age pretty gracefully, like
playing that Louisiana.
No.
I got Creole.
You guys are gonna laugh at this. Jasmine Guy in Harlem, she got a full-blown Trinidadian accent, and it's actually not bad. I'm not even lying. It's full-blown like Jamaican Trinidadian. And I'm like,
this is the wait a minute.
No, it's not bad.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
I'll look it up.
It threw me off because I was like, is that Jasmine? That's Jasmine Guy. And Rick Fox is her husband, which is even more hilarious because I'm like, Rick, how did you get more like light-skinned even more as you got older? I'm kind of confused on this. Did you just miss a tan session? What happened? But nah, he's following Sully, and Sully is meeting his guy at the mall at this restaurant. And is this the part where he rips the passenger seat out of Ray Dawn Chong's car?
He just ripped it out of her fucking car. Why?
Because he's giant and shaman.
No, you would not do
giant
that.
And shaman.
We are not doing this again, Chris.
He is giant and Austrian, and you know that.
Giant Austrian. And giant even at 6'2",
he was giant Austrian. Was his dad a Nazi sympathizer or something like that? I don't know. Whatever.
No, y'all are both wrong. He is giant and Matrix.
I mean, my man, even at 6'2",
you win the award.
Now, as a tall person, I can understand this plight of ripping the seat out because even at 6'2", he's still sitting at eye level with Ray Dawn Chong in that car, and I get it. You won't be inconspicuous, but
question, gentlemen, who did it better? Sneaking up on the woman and getting into her car. Who did it better, John Matrix or freaking or Roddy Piper in They Live?
Yeah, Roddy Piper.
Neither. Tony Todd and Candy. Tony Todd and Candy, man.
It's valid points here. Valid points.
No, I will say this.
No, D, you can't do
Commando.
that. No, D, you can't do that. Okay. Number one, that's too easy. Number two, I need you to pick between the two.
I'm going Roddy Piper.
I would go with this one because for her, it was a hand and just Arnold's Arnold. Come down now. I was saying Arnold.
The fact that Arnold took the extra effort of ripping the chair out just to get in the car.
Yeah. Roddy Piper. I had to say this. The way he looked at that movie, you look like you were a rapist. So I'm gonna say Arnold.
Messed up.
Look, y'all saw They Live. Y'all knew what his life was like anyway.
But what kills me is that
are you married? Yes. Don't fucking lie to me. No.
Here's my thing. They get to the mall, right? As I said earlier, Arnold is hiding behind a pillar with his tall behind. Radon John's supposed to be spying on Sully. Sully is getting money for the whole thing that he sending Matrix off and stuff, right? So she's using Arnold as a distraction so she can pay attention by telling the cops, hey, this guy over here has been stalking me. Can you, get at him? Now, here's my thing. 6'2" Austrian guy going at a bunch of rented cops in the mall.
All right, guys, I see him. He's about 6'2". He is one gigantic. No, he said he is one gigantic. No, he is one gigantic motherfucker.
First of all, what black person ever says it like that? Like,
first of all,
it don't matter.
No. I can answer that.
His name is.
I can answer that.
Tyrone.
I can answer that for you, D. Gentlemen,
his name is Jermaine Hunter. He's waiting for this.
I can answer that for you, Chris. What kind of black man does that? Very easy. A black man who wants to give us an interpretation of what Casey Kasem sounds like if he was mall security.
Clearly.
Now there he is. Arnold Schwarzenegger. He is one gigantic motherfucker.
Now, here's one thing. What I find it funny is that he's fighting the cops.
Here's the Beatles.
Here's how 80s.
A 6 foot tall Austrian comes inside the mall and terrorizes everything. Here's Whitney Houston, My Baby Tonight.
Here's how 80s this movie is. Matrix is fighting the cops. Sully sees him. Hey, give me a quarter.
Man needs a quarter.
No, here's the best part.
And with that, here's Bryan Adams. Run to you.
He said a quarter. And I was
here's the best part. Bulbasaur, I'm gonna need you for this one. Give me the quarter. I'm like, yo, remember back in the day where it's like shit, where like that was the equivalent of where's my phone? Give me a quarter.
I felt the grays in my hair just pop out.
Technology has saved us all.
Gray hair just sprouted out of me.
Hearing that line, I swear, aged all three of us by like a good 10 years.
He was literally going to punch Radon Chong for a quarter. Like, goddamn, dude, it's a quarter. Like, chill. Like,
you strong-arm this woman for a quarter.
I like how Arnold then runs over to the phone booth, picks it up.
Hold on, not just any phone booth. Did you like the 1985 interpretation of what phone booths will look like in the future?
I gotta say, LA Mall in the 80s. Late stage capitalism was just amazing, wasn't it?
Here's the thing.
Capitalism for us millennials was just so beautiful until those towers fell. I mean, it was just a glorious
everything
thing.
went to hell after that.
Chris, look. My parents did raise a good revolutionary, but I'm just gonna be honest with you. Them towers never fell. I would have been a fucking prick. I would have been a white asshole type prick.
I want people to understand.
Those towers never fell.
I want people to understand Matrix ripping the phone booth out prevented him for that quarter actually working at that point. And at that stage, Sully is like, fuck it, I got to run to my man to tell him that Matrix did not make it to Valverde.
So like the way that you described that, Chris, you knew what happened. Matrix got over there in time to turn that red caution into orange caution.
The chase sequence.
It went from alert to caution.
Here's what's throwing me off, and movies do this all the time, especially back then. Now, it was daytime when they got to the mall. The car chase somehow it miraculously turned into nighttime, and I'm like, hold on, time out. I know he left the airport in the morning to get to Valverde in 11 hours. What?
Daylight savings time. I'm gonna say the fastest daylight savings time ever.
Was it wintertime? I'm assuming it's wintertime. It has to be wintertime. It has to be.
I'm gonna say spring. I'm gonna say fall or the
Oh yeah, right before daylight saving time ends.
Because they in that car chase and it's evening time and they get to Hollywood Hills before they get into that wreck and stuff, and he's dangling them over. And I'm like, it's pitch black night. What the hell?
Well, Chris, do you know how? Come on, you and I both been to California. You know how far that is to go from LAX to Mulholland Drive?
Well, yeah, LA traffic.
Like
that
an
is
hour?
at least an hour. Yeah, that's an hour car chase right there. Yeah.
But
hold on.
I need y'all to make note.
This shot. Hold up. This
notes.
shot right here. This shot right here. Note you can't really see it, but if you go back and watch this movie, the clear piano wire that is holding Sully up.
Also, I want you to also note about this. That is actually a matte painting that's in the background too.
That is a matte painting.
That is a matte painting. Where they're sitting at least the way they're doing it, that's a whole painting right there. And the best part, and y'all need to take note about this. All right, Sully, this is my weak arm, Sully.
My weak arm. My man said, "This is my weak arm."
You dead.
It's like, this is my weak arm, Sully.
Think about it. You are already in danger. Nigga, you on my weak arm.
This is my weak arm.
Oh man!
Whoa!
I love it, Sully. Remember when I told you I would kill you last? Yeah, man, you did.
I lied. Whoa!
Look, I can see their parachutes. They're okay.
I was just about to say, the best part about it was, you know how I cut off. Know how I cut off right there, right? And and this is the best part. He walks back over there, right on tongue, like, is everything okay?
No. She didn't say none of that. No, she didn't say any of that. She just looked at Arnold, looked at the car, and said, "Well, now you don't have a car."
I'm just gonna brush off that casual violence, hearing that man get thrown off the cliff. He did call me a fucking whore, so I'm gonna let that go. so fuck him. Now, the best part about this is she is still helping him. So they go down to, what is this like?
They had to go to the motel that he's supposed to meet.
Yeah, the motel. I'm sorry, I'm thinking the part after that.
Again, the GTA-ness of this movie. We get a car chase. He tosses him. He eats them off the cliff. You get the San Andreas Mission Clear song, and you just take the guy's car. He literally turns a Porsche over. Nice upgrade, by the way. And they drive off to the hotel.
Actually, Eric, that's a Datsun.
Yeah, it's a Datsun.
That's a 240Z.
Yeah, it's 240Z. They're serious.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, it's a 240Z.
240Z.
The stunt car had to been a Porsche.
Yeah,
it did look like a Porsche. It's a Datsun. It's a Datsun.
Hang on. Y'all got me fucked up because I did see a Datsun in this movie and it was red and it was in the background. But
I was wrong, Eris. I was wrong. But to correct ourselves, this is what we do at Three Black Geeks. To correct myself, earlier what ran my man over wasn't a motherfucking DeVille. It was actually a 1985 Cadillac Fleetwood. And I got to say, yes, God, yes. And number two, that was a Chevy Blazer, Chris. That wasn't a K1500. That was a Chevy Blazer that he had. So there we go. But yeah, what I'm seeing on this list, that was a Datsun 240Z. 1973 Datsun 240Z.
The car that Sully drove.
A 1973 Datsun 240Z.
You have got to be shitting me.
That's what I said. and I
No,
think it is.
no, nigga, that is clearly a fucking Porsche. That yellow car
That's
is
clearly
Porsche.
a fucking Porsche I'm looking at. So what the fuck
Dude,
am
that's
I?
a 911. That's a fucking Carrera.
I don't see no damn thing. No, you know, look.
Either way.
Sorry. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for all this to happen anyway. Just go ahead. Anyway, next thing.
My man, so Sully is supposed to be meeting Cook at the whole motel, you know, to kind of finalize the mission and all that stuff. Gets there.
Oh, now you say it's a. I'm sorry.
So gets there and they're looking through and they're like, all right, where's the stuff?
Both of you.
No. I'm tired of myself because I know what I saw. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you ever see somebody not lie to you, but they lie to you, and you don't know that they lying, and they don't know that they lying. You're just like, oh yeah, and then you find out it's a lie. And you're like, retarded. I'm retarded. I'm the stupid person. I woke up and said brain matter make no nonsense, and I didn't use it, and that's what I did. But
anyways, they're supposed to be meeting there and stuff. So they're when they get there, they're supposed to. Yeah, that's why I was like, it had to be a Porsche. I knew it was a Porsche.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I know what I fucking saw.
So unless the only thing I can presume is that they used a Z as like a stunt car.
No, I know what they did. Ignore it. Just keep going. Don't
or
ask
Fiero.
No. It's because D don't read right. Don't ask questions. Keep going. I know what just happened. I just noticed what I did wrong with that. So anyway,
Cook gets the hotel, and Raydon Chong is opening the door, and he's like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Oh, we just had fun housekeeping." Housekeeping.
No, the setup was
so he walks in,
mess up the bed, just rip open her blouse just enough so you don't
says Sully is in the shower.
And
he walks in, all taps him, fight commences. Now, the fight itself is funny because he's all like, "This Green Beret is going to kick your ass," and he's like, "I eat Green Berets for lunch or dinner or breakfast."
I eat Green Berets for breakfast, and right now I'm very hungry. Never mind the fact that we got a Street Fighter 5 scene change where they got thrown into another room mid-fight.
Dude, it turned the DOA.
And in that room are two. No, in that room, a porn is being shot. Mm-hmm. Let's just call it what it is. This shit was amateur. It's an amateur porn because number one, both of these people were under the blanket. They were under the blanket the whole time. Because if you go back and watch that scene, I'm like, what the fuck is the camera even filming? All the action in this happening under. You can't see shit.
One former actress, Ava Cadell, being the chick in the room filming said,
"Of course."
Yeah. And here's the thing. When he kicks Cook, did he kick him on the table that broke? Is that when he kicked him on? That broke. Okay.
Yeah, I can't wonder. The table that broke, yeah.
Because for the longest time, I'm like, how did he just kick him onto something that just happened to be poking out? And it's like, oh, so it was okay, that makes sense now. All right, got you. Because for the longest time, I was like, that's random that he just stabbed. And I'm like, oh, damn, the hell, But yeah, that whole scene.
Every time a boss gets killed in this movie, I'm just hearing no from Vice City. Mission cleared.
Now here's the thing. Matrix ends up.
Oh no! You said, and there's one line you forgot. Fuck you,
asshole.
Click.
No, fuck you, asshole.
Why? What doesn't make any sense? What does not? And I swear this refuses to make sense. Why, for the life of me, do bad guys, or even good guys for that matter, why do they always run around with these 6-shooters, damn near empty the clip, not realizing you fired off 6 shots, thinking that the next one is going to kill them?
Actually, I was counting. But the script told me that I didn't know what I was doing.
if there's a line from The Wire where it was Cuddy was all like, back in my day, we used to use 6-shooters. He's like, well, the game got more lethal when they're using automatic pistols. He was like, yeah, we use these now. Well, hey, you didn't have to worry about a 6-shooter jamming on you. And I was like, I mean, you're right, but nobody's out here in the hood shooting 6-shooters.
Nah, when you said that, here's me. Okay, Dirty Harry. Okay.
Again, Cuddy is
smell of bullets.
Look.
Cut oil in the morning.
Here's the thing. I love the movie because that's one of the reasons why I like The Wire is because Cuddy is very old school hood. It's like, oh, you use shit you
I'm Cuddy. What are
yeah,
you
like,
gonna do? No, what are you gonna do with 6-shooter? And in the hood, you what the fuck that nigga?
Never had to worry about jamming.
Oh man. So here's the thing.
Obviously, Cuddy never had an ocelot moment when he tried to spin that shit and then pull the trigger and it gets stuck.
Oh,
And
get off my hammer.
And then got CQC'd.
Nah. Matrix
never went back to an automatic again.
Dude, what makes it funny is that Matrix, like any villain, as any, protagonist and stuff, he knows regardless of whether he went through with the Valverde thing, they were going to kill his daughter anyway. And that's the other aspect
100%.
of him going through this whole thing. It's like, nah, if I do this, they're going to kill her anyway, so I'm screwed either way. So that's also other thing. So
like my best bet is at least to try to track him down and get my daughter back.
Yes, he ends up going to the warehouse that my man owns. Surplus. Goes in there, breaks into the place where the maps are at to kind of track down where his daughter is held at and stuff. And he's using Ray Dontron to help her, track down.
That's right.
Where it's at. They're leaving out. He ends up killing a bunch of the guys there so they don't, tell the man that they. He did. Remember, he killed a bunch of them when they got out.
He didn't kill a lot of them.
No, he didn't kill a lot.
I thought he killed two.
Two. It was no. What we saw was probably the greatest Metal Gear mission take place because dude operated that one mission. Like this one mission was done pure stealth. You took out the guy outside. You got inside. You snuck around the freaking rooftop. You managed to sneak through. You get into the office. Oh shit! 2 guys coming. Let me hide next door. They leave out. He goes inside. One guy comes in. You kill him. Quiet.
Put him inside the door. Put him inside the janitor closet.
Like put him inside the janitor closet. This was a Metal Gear mission.
Right there when you said we killed her. All her.
Yep.
So they track down, and at this point, Arnold's like, all right, Matrix like, all right, boom, I know where he's at. We need supplies. Cut to them going to a Sunny Surplus, and he says, fuck this shit.
I knew you was going to say that. Because I said the same thing when I was like, yo, okay, if you were in DC area, there were several stores back in the 80s and 90s, probably before that, called Sunny Surplus. They were just army surplus stores, and they were actually badass. There was one in Suitland when I was a kid.
That's the one I've been to, Suitland.
The one in Suitland was the big one. That was a good one. The problem about it was when you really look at it nowadays, why do we have surplus stores?
Why?
Like
why
that?
do they exist?
Holy crap. This is what happened. This is what happened when the Cold War ended.
We had bulletproof vests.
Do you understand?
Fatigues.
Do you understand what's
you had leftover shit. That's what it was.
Do y'all niggas really understand what Stalin and Lyndon B. Johnson was doing at that time? Do y'all have any idea what these niggas was playing?
Wait, hold on, D. I got you. I got both of y'all. This is what happens when the Cold War when the Cold War ended and the Gulf War was too short.
Dog, here's the thing.
When Desert Storm was too short.
I was in the Boy Scouts.
Hold on. And make it worse. Hold on. Hey Chris. Was you in the Boy Scouts during that time? Of course you was.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
How many of them ex-Vietnam guys who just stood at the surplus stores just trying to have memories of when they was useful?
My dad had gotten some of our Boy Scout stuff from out of like Sunny Surplus and Suitland. And like I remember walking around there, it's nothing but like fatigue, bulletproof vest. There was a wall that had hunting rifles and stuff. There was bullets inside the thing, knives. I don't know if there was no grenades, but there was guns. I didn't see grenades inside the Suitland one.
Oh yeah, there were.
I didn't see it.
There were grenades there. I don't know who this.
Bow and arrow. I saw plenty of bow and arrows, which fascinated me as a kid because like, oh shit, Rambo.
There was everywhere in that jump, man. But yeah, but 80s.
So Matrix says, fuck trying to silently break in. Go ahead and get that caterpillar over there and just ram it into the fucking front.
GTA again, the most GTA shit ever. Seriously, this sounds like a shit out of GTA.
But think about it, y'all.
Go like hop on the freaking tractor, bulldoze your way through. and get everything you need without getting caught by the cops. First of all, you didn't see the timer above
running over to the place across the street.
You didn't see the timer on the top right-hand side of your screen.
No, but here's the thing. Now,
hold on. The part that think about it though. Think about it, Chris. You playing Supermarket Sweep. You done did your shit. You got exactly what you wanted. Whoop, whoop. I'm going to let y'all know right now. If that was Carl Weathers, they would have shot him. All right? Yeah. I'm just letting you know right now.
Here's look.
Austrian man with bulletproof vests, all that.
You would never. Here's the thing.
He didn't even have it on. He was still in his civvies.
Here's the thing. You will never question Ray Dawn Chong's blackness because she sensed the cops coming and got in the car and beelined it out of there.
Hold on. To be funny, y'all, what's this feeling? I don't understand this. You want some fried chicken? Oh my God. What's going on here? Cops. It's just stuff.
Because people don't, but there was a subtle moment when
y'all, every black person got this little thing in their head where it's like, feds. Oh shit, feds.
Because remember when she put the stuff. Because remember she's putting the stuff in the car and she looks over off screen and she's like, "Oh shit!" Got in the car and went two blocks down the street and was just watching like, "All right, Matrix."
What part of LA you from? What part of LA you from? Before you duck out, that was so knowledgeable to duck out like
Crenshaw and Fifth.
Hold on. Can I also point out how stupid in 80s these cops are? First of all, you driving in the most emptiest part of LA. Let's get that off.
Now that could be fair. Hold on. I'm not familiar with LA in the 80s.
Hold on. Let me finish. You're driving through the most emptiest part of LA, which you already know for a fact this is a closed off set. Number two, Ray Dawn Chong in a distressed suit, open blouse and everything. What the hell makes you think just because she rolls up in a Cadillac that she's a hooker? These guys thought that she was a hooker driving a car by herself. Y'all are cops. Y'all obviously don't know how hookers work. None of this is how this shit works.
I mean, that there is a layer.
Guys, let me apologize. I'm bringing logic to a stupid ass.
I'm not familiar with the attire of hookers in the 80s. So I mean,
it was quite honest.
No, because I blame music. Hey, there's a chick in a Corvette. It's like bad medicine. Bad medicine is what I want.
Listen, I'm not asking for. Listen, I'm not asking for the girl to. I'm not asking for the girl to look like homegirl from a Whitesnake video.
I mean,
I'm not asking her to look like.
But also,
I'm not
look,
saying that the hooker's got to look.
Also,
like
look who said it. A white guy said it. So Chicks, bro. Am I right? Because a black dude, because
same 80 in that same tone, but 80.
Because a black guy would have looked at her and be like, "Hey, what's up?" And then and then maybe she might, say something. Maybe she don't, and that's it. A white dude is just like, "Hey, I think she's a hooker." I'm like,
"Hey, she's light skinned. She's gonna give us puss." That's how it's on that same level.
First off, you can't just say that. Hooker and natural shit.
I still fail. To draw that tiny bit mean. Yeah, it's mean and it's a tiny bit mean, and I still fail to draw to that conclusion. I mean, first of all, shit was already sus because again, it's empty as shit out there at night. What would she even be doing? Like, what? She's just circling the block, hoping somebody would be driving around.
Yeah, because any moment now, Sweets and Carl's two other brothers, Big Daryl, Little Daryl.
No, it's Big Devil and Little Devil.
Because it's not like
Little Devil. Yeah, I'm sorry, I fucked it.
Because what it would have been perfect if it was like, oh, she's driving around because the Lakers game was just done. And it's like all right.
Yeah, everything was shut down.
That's weird. That's
so weird.
I've been to LA.
But you know what?
LA is like New York. There's always some shit going on.
That strip that it was on, though, it felt like You know what? 20 years from now, it's gonna be full of cars, and Ja Rule's gonna be like, you know. I know it's that same road they raced on.
The only part of California that I drove around that was empty like that was San Mateo.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's to be fair. Now, granted, I do feel because even in DC, New York, and LA, there's an hour, I would say, between 3 to 4 where it's at least empty-ish.
And again, it matters what. No, hold on, Eris, he's actually right. It
No,
matters
he's right.
and that's in every city. What section of what times can you use that section of the city and all the rest of that? The problem becomes in LA, you can film everywhere. DC, you film anywhere. You're going to stop half the goddamn city. So
it's like one of those, if you film it, you better be filming it and it's done.
I'll draw it all together by saying this. This movie is definitely going off of GTA rules before GTA existed, because this is going off a type of a time system where time moves 3 times faster, but it's still the same day.
Yeah. Because here's the thing, she pulls up and she busts out a fucking bazooka. Now she wastes 2 shots. Well, one shot. One, and then shoots the other and doesn't blow up the truck.
Shot, I feel like here's a problem about it. As cool, as stupid it is, Commando as it is, it's like this. What if that broke his neck?
Yeah, hell, what if you killed him?
Exactly.
But here's my thing. Number one, can you imagine?
Yes, click.
So hold on. So Ray had that shot. No, Betty had noticed where the shot hit. It hit just under that back right tire. I'm like, bro, what if you hit the fuel line? What if you hit the fuel tank?
That's what I'm saying. Which means you were aiming a lot higher.
But here's the thing, too. Number one, she destroyed some poor guy's barbershop.
Yes, she did.
I'm just saying.
That. Number two. She
I
avoided.
Do have Eris. Number two have the car in this one. That was an old Dodge Dart that got blew up.
Of course. But number one, she avoided friendly fire and a time paradox.
Oh my God! Yes, the time paradox. Thank you.
Because here's the thing: like when she destroys the thing, I was like, that is the most 80s thing ever, where you shoot the tire and the car just hits to the side.
When the car does a barrel roll.
So Matrix and them get out. They get to the airstrip with the plane. They're in a shootout with the soldiers there.
No, that was a pier.
The pier. They're in the shootout with they're in the shootout with the soldiers there and stuff, and they got to get in. At this point,
Chris, that part with the shootout. First of all, Arnold is completely stationary, trying to shoot at a moving target. What I love is that both of them just decided to turn on stormtrooper aim.
That's how it is.
They weren't even that far apart from each other.
And that's another Marina controlled by our man Atreus, because he controls all the marinas around there. I guess. Sure, gotcha.
No wait, his name is
Artius. I don't know. I'll say Atreus. Artius. That dude controls all the piers in LA, apparently, in the docks. Sure. Gotcha.
Well, first of all, when you're ambiguously Spaniard, why not?
Also, while this is all going on, while Matrix and Cindy, that's the Ray Don John's character, they're having their adventures in LA before they get on the plane. Meanwhile, Arius and Bennett, they're having conversations where Bennett is talking shit about Arius's men trying to be all Billy badass and stuff. He's like, your men think they're badass. They're not that good. Just tell you right now.
You know what that conversation reminded me of, right? It reminded me of that conversation from Expendables 1 where dude was telling
Stone Cold talk shit about that dude's fucking soldiers. Except Stone Cold was racist as hell about it.
Yeah.
Only thing Stone Cold was missing was Stone said, "Go get some El Tacos or something." And he was hitting that line.
Let me tell you something, amigo. Here's a lot of that. Well, goddamn. Well, goddamn, Speedy. Well, goddamn, Lopez.
Stone Cold was being See, Expendables is the reason why everybody thinks Stone Cold is racist. That movie, it was like, is Stone Cold racist? I was like, I don't think he is.
No. Okay, so, Stone Cold was a good example, but no, I was really more referring to Gary Daniels. How Gary Daniels was really just did not give a fuck about.
Oh, he did not give a fuck. He was talking shit,
like cash shit.
Yo,
Like,
Bennett is
no. I mean, dude, it's bad when it's bad when the general's like, when you talk like this to me in front of my men, it makes them look at me different. Well, then do your job.
Yo, Bennett is looking at areas like, I mean, there's some good men. Yeah, me and Matrix can kill them, just like that.
I'm mad that first of all,
now you excuse me, I'm gonna go back, gonna go masturbate to John coming here.
I was so bad that Bennett clearly gave the foreshadowing for the rest of this movie.
Yo, this is how much Bennett is in love with Matrix. The fact that he dropped that lot of areas, like, yeah, me and men, we can clear your men out in like 2 minutes. I'm like that. I'm like, all right, Bennett, you and your knife and your gun.
John, back in the day, man. The way we used to do it, man. Nobody could stop us.
Like the three of us can do it.
Nobody can stop us.
Like the three of us can do it. 3 of you. What, you, John, and who? No. I don't even need John. Me, Bowie, and sidearm. The Bowie knife and the sidearm is all I need.
Hold on, Ayers, I'll just now stand up on that chair real quick.
You know what? I will say this. I gotta be honest with you. I think in recent times, the closest we got to somebody like Bennett would probably be Mark Dacascos in John Wick 3, where he was just fanboying over John.
Mark Dacascos in John Wick 3. He was different only because he was a
fanboy. He was a
super fan.
You know what?
Like, hold on.
I love that name, by the way.
No. D. This
I want to fucking kill you.
No, this the best. No, this was the best part. The both of them get in the hotel, knowing that they're not going to reenact what happened at the end of John Wick 2. They both sit down on opposite sides of the couch. As soon as Sharon leaves, listen, I gotta say, it has been an honor. I've always wanted to meet you.
Is that the dog?
Oh my God, is that the dog? Is that like the dog?
Mark Dacascos.
The fact that he looked left, right.
Let me just tell you, hey, look. Cat's out the bag. We will be doing that this month. In the month of March, we will be talking about John Wick 3. But more importantly, I have to say this one thing. Mark Dacascos could have left us and disappeared after the Double Dragon movie, but he didn't.
He kept working.
I want all of you to take that same motivation and apply it to your own life.
Yes.
Yeah, shit happens and it falls on your plate and you don't know how to deal with it.
I was in a shitty movie and I kept it moving.
Yo, he became Orange Chef chairman and he also became a common writer.
Think about it. He was a common writer.
Yeah, he was a common writer.
He hosts Iron Chef, but still perpetuating an Asian stereotype, but at the same time, we were bringing in new flavors, new understanding of different cultures in the in Southwest Asia. Also, he still fights.
I mean, it'd be great.
He was a Highlander. So that being said, don't stop. He was a crow too.
I would love this. This would be awesome. Like, if I could like replicate that, I go from being in a shitty stage play to being the first Black Ultraman.
Hey, look, personally, fuck all that. D's more simple. I just want a school just to teach kids bounding away.
Mark Dacascos, to his credit,
this nigga knows capoeira, yeah.
Look,
black people. He knows our sport.
Look, there's a reason why Lateef Crowder was like, hey, hold on there, Mark Dacascos. I'm the man on fucking capoeira.
I'm Eddie Gordo for real.
I ain't gonna let your Filipino ass outshine me in this. Here's Mark. I'm actually Chinese, Hawaiian, and Japanese. I'm gonna fuck what you are.
I felt Lateef Crowder.
D, you messed it up. He when he corrected him, Lateef would look at him and say, Korean, whatever.
Dude, look, I felt Lateef.
I'm gonna fuck you from Cambodia.
I felt Lateef in The Protector was like, I have to represent this very well, and boom.
What you not going to do? What you not going to do is be capoeira. You see, no. They need to know who I am.
He bust out a fucking he bust out a DVD of The Protector. This is capoeira. This is capoeira.
I want you to understand. I want you to understand that I fucked up Tony Jaa.
And I fucked
know
up.
I got one of the most,
for 2 seconds, and then he beat the shit out of me.
Do you know I got one of the most famous clips on the internet of me doing capoeira and getting kicked in the head?
And D's mic is gone.
Actually,
wait. I got it.
Nope.
I already got it.
Nah, to be fair though, he also did capoeira against Michael Jai White and kicked the shit out of Michael Jai White for a hot second.
He did that too.
Yeah, Falcon Rising. Go watch that, folks. It's actually not a bad movie. But nah.
First frozen screenshot of 2023.
Well, no, that's the second one.
Oh, that is the second.
Yeah, because I got it this year. D got it one other time. So this is the third time. Too. Yeah, so this is the fourth one this year. Yeah, so
D, you're still muted.
Still muted.
You are still muted. You are still muted, dog.
There it is. You're unmuted.
Say something, D.
Hi.
There you go. Hey!
No. Here's the most pitiful part. My ass being all happy, swinging my leg around, hitting the power cord.
Speaking of which, so they're flying on a plane, and because if you're, and this is again military, if you're going across any military thing, they literally will tell you get the hell out of these waters, and they're flying over international waters that's not, there. So Bill Paxton is telling them, hey, you're in the incorrect flight path. You might want to detour back. And that's when Mitch is like, well, what if we fly low below the radar?
No, she said that.
Oh, yeah, he said that, and he was like, hey, we can still fly low. We can let the waters kind of mask on the radar.
And Schwarzenegger, which Schwarzenegger responded with the same thing that damn near caught him up in that sex scandal. Go down. Now. Go down.
You know what's wild? That man had a sex scandal and it didn't even kill his career.
That wasn't going to hurt him at all.
Has an illegitimate kid with his Mexican housemaid.
Here's the thing, y'all. Why are y'all saying that one? He got like 4 or 5 bastards that are 33 years old right now, don't know that they are Arnold Schwarzenegger's kid.
How did they not know? They're jacked just like him.
That's what I'm saying. They're all jacked.
But they're short like their mama. It's
messed up. It's messed up. I remember that was controversy too, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared. And that was right, and that was right after. I think that was right after Expendables 1 that whole thing came out.
Well, I think it all disappeared. Number one, Expendables. Number 2, there was some other craziness that was going on that just made everybody forget about it.
Well, like Bruce Willis being greedy and lazy.
No. I'm talking about like worldwide shit.
Oh yeah.
Nobody gave a fuck about it.
It was one of those situations where there was always something in the media, so the whole thing with Arnold was like, oh, that's normal celeb stuff, whatever.
And I think the whole thing with him and Maria Shriver was going down too.
Yeah, this is also terrible.
Yeah, you know what? That was the thing too. People act like the housekeeper was some underage chick, and I'm like, the housekeeper was like 5 years younger than Arnold. Like, all right, like
they took it like she was getting groomed and none of that. You know what it was? My name is Consuela. I have lived in Mexico all my life, and this is one of the best jobs I ever had. And I kind of want to suck Arnold's dick. I mean, I kind of do. I mean, he ain't. It's the he ain't cute. I mean, he ain't really cute or nothing, but he nice to me. You know,
it's the Monica Lewinsky defense. You wanted to fuck a powerful man.
That's all it was.
Yeah, it had to be. Yeah,
that's all it was.
Pretty much.
That's all it was.
Here's the thing.
I mean, hold on. And in your case, you got to fuck a Terminator and a governor all at once.
Yeah.
Hey, shut up. You're having sex with
and Mr. Freeze?
No, sir. You're having sex with a man that had his own baby.
He did.
Look. Junior look. Here's the fun part, y'all. Junior is terrible. Stopping my mama shoot is way worse, actually. That's
She
the
had
gap.
sex. She had
That's the
sex with.
gap.
No, D.
Well-
Oh, wait. Hold on, D. She had sex with the more attractive twin.
That
No, you fucked that up. No, you fucked that up.
She was attracted to the other twin.
Nah,
she was attracted to Danny DeVito, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was him
Yeah.
and Danny DeVito.
Thank you. She was
Nah,
attracted-
now here's the thing.
Thank you. I had to make sure I got that.
I laughed that at this point, Arnold and the Matrix and Cindy get to the island, and that's when Arius and Bennett was like, time's up. And that's when the plane lands. And like I said at the beginning, my man is like pale as hell. And that's when they
one of y'all break out that blurple ass nigga. I know we got that picture. Somebody like
that's when Arius gets the call and was like, Matrix didn't make it to Valverde. And Bennett.
What set the whole thing off was the guys that was waiting for him. They saw no Matrix, but they did see this.
Let me tell you something. It ain't every day you see Paul Winfield dead.
And you could tell it was hot as hell in there because look, the makeup is already starting to run.
His edges sweated out though. His edges sweated out.
That's what I'm saying. It completely sweated out.
Done. Like Matrix really
in nigga hair.
Dude, Matrix elbowed the shit out of his ass. God damn.
Man got lumped up. Neck broke.
But I like how Bennett is the one. I like how Bennett already knew that
Wait
Matrix
a minute.
What?
They landed the plane in Valverde. It was daytime when the guys are looking for him. Why is it dark? Look out the window.
I am tired. I am tired of the consistency and yet the incredible accuracy that this movie has. I am tired.
I mean, maybe he's in a tunnel. I don't know. It's weird.
Nigga, it's an island. What fucking tunnel? That was a terrible take.
Chris, you could have barely said anything else.
Anything.
Maybe
they more close. You know what, Chris?
Maybe they put a drop cloth over the plane. I don't know.
Let me tell y'all something. Me and Eris get to do this to Chris, and I always get mad when people try to play Chris that way. No, we can play Chris this way because we know Chris is a very intelligent dude, very, very smart. So when Chris goes into the Zangief, quick, change the channel type of mode, me and Eris are like, Chris, stop. You're not thinking. Chris, stop. Chris, stop. You did not think this through. Stop.
I'm like, stop moving your head with noises coming
I
out.
mean, I was going to say, no, because at first I was going to, no, because at first, which part, you know what, there are certain lines, quick change the channels up there with the Black Dynamite, I sell drugs to the community. Those are two lines. It's up there. It's like top funniest line.
Oh my God, we are going to go. I promised to us to do the other Street Fighter movie this year, but we're going to go back.
Legend of Chun-Li?
No. Holy fuck, we still have to do. Do you know, ladies and gentlemen, the Three Black Geeks have been promising to do that movie since day freaking uno.
I did an
and
old video.
What we have done to that? Nothing.
I think I did a old YouTube video of Legend Chun-Li and expressing my what was this movie? It was okay. It's something.
Yes, you did. I remember that. But it's just something hilarious. But anyway, like I said, we'll eventually go and get to the Street Fighter live action movie.
But I like how
great, yeah.
But I like how Bennett automatically knew Matrix wasn't going to fall through, and he got the gun ready. He was like, "All right, time to kill the girl. Let's go."
Man, give it up to me.
He was
John.
so ready to do it too.
John got on the beach, said, "Okay, it's time to do this. Up, down, left, right, A, B, A."
Start select.
It did that 3 more times.
Hey, I gotta be honest with you. That hero shot of him putting the gun behind his head, I'm like, oh, we're getting Contra ready already. All right, cool, got you.
First of all, you do know that this shot right here, he has the Infinity ammo face paint.
Well, he made. Hey, look. he made to his credit, he made those 2 shots in that missile launcher count.
Oh, he did.
He made
But
it count.
still, he was done. I mean, he didn't listen, Chris. This was pretty much any percentage run. So this wasn't knife only. This wasn't pistol only. This was any percentage. So he was free to do whatever the hell he wanted.
Now, not to be
weapons that he had.
Now, not to be outdone. Before we get into the Matrix carnage, he taught his daughter very well because his daughter is being a survivalist. How do I get out of this? Now, during the whole time that he's making his way down there to where she's at, she actually manages to take the doorknob off of the door where she's held at and start plucking away at the wooden door that they have blocked off so she can open up. And I was like, that's actually pretty genius.
All she did was remove one loose board.
And she's small enough to get through, so it made sense for her to do that.
She slipped right through it.
Bro,
it is kind of funny to see her slipping through with this Kevin McAllister type energy. It is
No. D, you stop it. You know damn well that is Sherry Birkin, and we're gonna keep that moving. All right.
I mean, she can't do anything except hide and get out the way because
that's giving way too much credit putting her in the same category as Kevin McAllister. That is Sherry Birkin. Because
Bennett was going to kill himself a little girl and take great pleasure in it.
Like to run and hide, go through small crawl spaces that a normal sized adult can't get through. That is like damn well that trait belongs to Sherry Aretha Birkin.
Now I made fun of Bennett, clearly not hitting the gym, but to Bennett's credit, I feel Bennett has dad bod strength where it's like that's a dad bod, but he got some strength to him, because when he takes out that wooden door, like I'm like, oh. Okay, never mind. Shit, never mind.
This man did a hammer blow to a door.
It's like that Shaq meme. It was like, hey, dude, literally, I had to pull the Shaq meme. I'm sorry, I didn't recognize your skill. I'm sorry, I didn't recognize your skill. I apologize, Bennett. My bad.
Who knew, man? Who knew? Who knew being a leather daddy had its advantages?
I'm sorry, you did not.
Dude, Matrix. It turns into
Harris. I'm sorry. Do you believe in love after love? I can feel it sing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, D. This just screams heaven is a place on earth.
I gotta be honest with you. Jenny Matrix had like a good 5-minute head start.
I'm sorry. It looked like this nigga's gonna fuck up. What about love? Don't you think I wanna care about you?
Hey, look, man, my man Jenny Matrix had like a 5-minute head start on Bennett, and Bennett was chasing him like you chase a little kid in a fucking fan reunion and shit.
I wasn't ready, but look, dog. I wasn't ready for Ashley. I wasn't ready for Ashley to leave Sadler that quick, and there be a whole little side mission of this shit.
Fixed camera angle and all.
Turn into a Benny Hill. Because at one point Jenny is doing the left, right, and dives over inside the fucking underground thing to hide.
No. I'm sorry, y'all. This is once again, this is Sherry running away from Chief Irons in the remake.
Except Bennett is a more competent Chief Irons because Chief Irons
he's competent, but dad bod still match. Okay,
not really. Nah. Chief Irons ate too much donuts and never worked out. Bennett at least did like 15 push-ups a day and still was like, all right, I can fuck you up.
No. Bennett is one of the. Bennett's a D. Yeah, I'm putting myself up. Bennett's a D. What's that, D? Doing weightlifting, doing no type of warm-up, no stretches.
You just went straight to the bar.
Just go straight to the bar like, hey, sir, I'm going to show you how a real man does it.
So, D, what you're saying? So what you're saying is D is like the OG wrestlers from the 80s WWF.
Boy,
Dutch Manziel drinking a Heineken and doing like fucking seated weights.
Nah, he's a power lifter. He's a power lifter that only does practice once a month.
Man, Tino Santana outside doing push-ups with a big ass cigarette in his mouth.
Yo,
That's what I'm talking about. Old school wrestlers. I'm talking about
dude.
Ric Flair guzzling beer while on the treadmill.
When Kevin Nash did that interview, and he was talking about being in that truck with Sid Vicious, Sheik, and Dutch Manziel, and he was saying how Sheik would roll in there with a 6-pack of Heineken, drink a Heineken, and just fucking bouncing the bar on his chest and be like, all right, I'm good. And just walk out. That's Bennett right there. Just no warm up, just 200.
Okay.
All right, I'm good. Bam.
I'm gonna add one more to that. Who was that? I forgot who was. Oh, it was actually X-Pac. X-Pac did mention like, yeah, all those guys, all they did was fucking drink. They didn't fucking work out. If they did, they fucking did it like backstage. You know, you got a couple of barbells, you do a couple. That's fucking it. Half these guys just drinking, man. They were fucking.
Yo.
I'm sorry. As you see now, Chris, Macho Man, Dusty, X-Pac. Oh, I kill those one every time. It's easy to do X-Pac. X-Pac, just all right, Eris, it's easy. This is what you do. Try to do Jay. Think of Jay's voice. Drop it to hazier like you've been smoking cigarettes. Now, instead of being funny, try to be smart, but when you try to get to your thought, you lose your thought for 2 fucking seconds. It's like this. Yeah, man, I see fucking 5 of them out there. It was like 6 or 7 of them. No, wait, it was like 10 of them, man. But fucking they were out there.
No, because he is not lying. Like, that's why everybody thought Kevin Nash was taking shots at the backstage wrestlers. Because he was like
over there killing donuts. You thought that was a gimmick. No, this dude was eating donuts. And then do jumping jacks and then run out to the ring.
Because Nash was all like, yo, he was like, I go to backstage now. There's a bunch of Abercrombie Fitch models back there. And I'm like, man.
Like, hey, man, I'm going to take care of this. I'm over here.
But like, it was funny because.
Hey? No.
But there were some wrestling fans, I'm going to say younger wrestling fans, that thought Nash was taking his piss out of him. I was like, guys, you don't understand. Like, if you knew backstage in the 80s and 90s, I would say probably Nash on Ford. Those wrestlers took care of their bodies to a degree, as
much as I make fun of Ric Flair took care of himself. Arn Anderson took care of themselves. They partied hard. Now you get people like motherfucking Junkyard Dog. That's a black man who did coke once. It was like I exercised them all. That's what happened to Junkyard Dog.
Junkyard Dog had an exercise bike.
Yeah, he had exercise bike. He did.
He had an exercise bike that he. No, he had an exercise bike that he only kept on max resistance.
Yeah,
all black people, all big black men do. They get the sweatsuit, they get to running about 4 laps, and then they just stop.
So I'm good. I'm sweating. Good.
Nah, that's like, that's the shit. You go back out. Nah, baby, I'm good. Hey, did she come by yesterday? It's in the eye.
Hey, look. My dad.
Joke I just did. Anyway, go ahead.
My dad is old school. I remember one time. This is like when I got the Air Force. He had to go to the gym because the doctors was like, "Hey, your salt levels is high. You need to lose some weight." So he went with me to the gym. Right now, I'm out the military, so I'm doing like a mile and a half, like it's nothing. He did 2 laps. He was like, "I'm fucking done. We're through. This is over."
Like the one of the sad things, I wouldn't say sad, like, oh my God, it was sadness, but one of the things I had to say, because boys we see, especially if your dad, especially he was like highly athletic.
My dad was on the wrestling team back in the day, so I know.
Athletic, it's hard to see your dad have any type of decline. So for my dad, who's always used to running, doing bikes and all that, when my dad did this move, I'm all right. Nah, not do that. When my dad did that, I started seeing my dad did that more and more. And I gotta tell you now, Pop, you shouldn't did that when I was a teenager. You taught me bad habits. Boy, my dad used to yank niggas on it, and then like used to always play ball and all that. My dad hit 42.
So as soon as my dad did 2 laps, he was like, I'm going with your mom for a walk. We just gonna walk.
Thank you. It's always an alternative.
Walk.
My dad, instead of running, was like, I'm just gonna drive. I'm gonna get the bike. It's the same thing. Come on, it's the same thing.
My dad got more enjoyment walking than running. He's like, I ain't running, no, walking.
Oh, my dad ain't shit for that. My pop ain't shit for that. It's the same thing. The biking and walking is the same thing. Just doing it fast.
To be fair though, like, look, it's weird. Like walking, if you know, like for my mom, I noticed with her walking before we got to Commando, but like walking. You see, like walking for older people, you see them drop weight real quick because if they do it like 7 days a week, it's like people sleep on walking, but it's like no, if you're walking around a whole neighborhood multiple times every day, like that shit adds up.
When I used to live in Forestville, I used to love walking through there, man. That's when I used to walk the most, and it only pissed me off because I didn't have a car. Fuck y'all, but but. Even if I did, I still would have walked. The walking I did was just like if you have a fucking path, if you have a course to walk it, nigga, I'd suggest anybody do that shit. You know?
It does. Speaking of which, Matrix dog walked the shit out of all these soldiers.
Yo, I've never seen the plants around him be as bulletproof as he is. Like
he had put it this way. I want folks to understand this. During the whole fight, Matrix had one I almost died moment, and that's when the grenade got thrown like 5 feet away from him. And
he had enough time to he did jump out of the way. But if this was on like real John Matrix rules, he would have picked it up and threw it back.
That's what I thought it was going to happen. I was like, oh, shit, that's right. He did get hit.
The shit that get me was they cornered this motherfucker into a shed. They light this shit up. Right? They open the door. Where is he at?
Matrix on the roof.
Down. Whoa! I love it because all the sound effects you hear are just stock sound effects that they're making. It's just great.
I tell Eris this all the time.
Arm chopped off.
I tell Eris this all the time. You one of them soldiers and you see your men get that, you just sit there and be like, you know what? I'm on the ground. I'm going to fake. I'm going to die. Nope. I don't need that.
I'm going to be like,
some of this blood, put it on my face real quick.
I'm going to be like your boy. I'm going to be like Ronaldo, right?
No.
Get the hell up! What you going?
Yo, I would have been out of here as soon as I saw that fucking that fucking axe go to the dude's stomach and he yanks it up. I'm like, nope.
Nah. Okay.
No,
so
not even the axe. How about the fact that he pulled a freaking Metal Man and just threw the freaking disc and everybody got stuck? I'm like, yo, Metal.
No. My man that got his wig split.
I was gonna say that off the top,
wig split. You caught one in the chest, another one caught one in the neck.
Also, I like how Arnold saved the shotgun for his CQC battle with Atreus, because Atreus has his little Arius has his whole in there.
I'm sorry. You trying to tell me that this was threatening?
Yeah. Look, that's a FAMAS in his.
FAMAS.
That is not a FAMAS.
No, that's not a FAMAS. It's a I forgot the name of that. My man in Die Hard had that same gun that when he fought.
Dude, this has got to be like the most 80s weapon to be used.
Yeah, my man.
Look at the ooh on his face as he made.
I like to call that the governor special because the governor had this in Walking Dead.
Yeah. Him and Matrix is fighting there, but I like how Matrix finally just punctuated with the fucking and then fucking he flies out the window, and I'm like, he's dead.
We get automatic rifle. Starhawk. We get that versus Matrix with a shotgun.
Now, I will say this. I will say this. This movie has a lot of continuity errors, but to the movie's credit on continuity, Matrix used all his bullets up in this fight.
He did.
To his credit.
Again, Chris, again, it's like I said, this is any percentage run. This is any percentage run.
He siphoned off all his bullets like I got 8 bullets.
And I
basically run through the game, run through the game with no ammo pickup. Don't pick up any ammo. Like if you run out, you move on to the next weapon.
And I like how this nigga negotiated. Come on. You know you want it.
Like put this knife in me.
Forgot. He kills but you remember. He kills Arius, and that's when he hears Jenny screaming, and he immediately knows where Jenny's at and runs to the basement immediately.
Twit Bennett. I don't need you, John.
I don't need your gun.
I don't need the girl. I don't need no gun.
I'm gonna kill you.
Old face. Quick orgasm.
I'm sorry. Okay. Now it's time for D to be nasty. I don't know if he's getting the orgasm in the front or in the back. That's how great that orgasm face is. That's how great. Even if you're not a gay person, you can appreciate the ecstasy that is on his face right now.
Again, these are villains. These are the type of villains I miss. The villain that just has a passion to kill the protagonist.
A need, a want, a urge, if you will. It's almost like nature, John.
Gotta be honest with you, man. I need a black ass action movie where we just get a random black Australian that's like Bennett. It's like, why does this black guy got Australia accent? I don't know. It's pretty badass to me, man.
And Simmons doing jump kicks to everybody.
These two fight.
Oh shit! I'm out for 5 years.
These two fight it out, and
it's a knife fight to the death.
I would honestly like to assume that this is what led to the Leon versus Krauser knife fight.
I mean, look, Krauser was more.
I would hope partially inspired.
This was like inspired by it.
Look. When we talk,
you know, have them all that we be inspired, just partially.
You know, as a one. What's that man's Tate? Andrew Tate would say. Andrew Tate would be like, "This is a manly fight," you know, basically. So
I hate the fact that Andrew Tate technically whooped enough dudes' asses where I could say, "Yeah, you're right." I hate that about Andrew Tate.
It's sick. It's sick.
The one function that he was good at in life, you gotta give some credit.
He would take knowing Andrew Tate, he would take one look at this and just say,
"Haram." Haram!
Stop.
I mean, look.
You want to throw that away?
I
want to put that board.
I will say this. I am a fan of knife fights in movies because there was a movie. It was Benicio del Toro and what's his face from The Fugitive.
Harrison Ford?
No, the other dude.
What, Tommy Lee Jones?
Tommy Lee Jones. They got into a knife.
Benicio del Toro and Tommy Lee Jones.
They had a knife. It was a knife fight because Benicio del Toro played his protege, like a survivalist guy.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It was a dope ass knife fight.
I never got to see that movie. I heard it was actually decent, man.
But the knife fight in that movie is dope as shit. Like it's like, yo, this is well choreographed. Like this is kind of how a knife fight is. And to your credit, that's probably why a lot of us we like the Krauser and Leon knife fight because it looks very choreographed. They're like.
And let's just be real, y'all. There's something very, very manly and very, very.
He kicks a barrel at Leon, and Leon backhands the barrel.
First off,
think about it. There's something very manly and something very.
No one ever questioned that.
There's some very super high difficulty with two guys in a boat in Bowie knives. There's something very,
especially when they have the knife like this, when they're doing this.
All
right. My personal favorite, you come at him this way with the knife, drop the knife, turn and grab it with the other hand.
Oh, man, I love those basic anime. Shoot.
It's like,
but here's the thing. But the one that got all of us, I ain't gonna lie.
Square.
It's knowing that Sebastian Stan actually did all his knife shit in Winter Soldier when he did that flip shit. I was like, that's pretty badass right there. It's like, all right.
I always hate it because. Hey Stan, can you still do that shit? Go ahead, chill.
even down to
I always laugh at actors who are. I say that because, of course, yes, you have to do this correctly, and you're going to have to go through many represent. And that's not saying that he still doesn't know how to do whatever. But it'd be like, hey, do that now. Fuck you. You do it.
It's like it's like the stunt chick with Samurai Rider. She was doing a video where she was handling knives like that. And I was like, God damn, that's that is crazy.
Samurai Rider, the way she does her stuff, of course she does. Now, she's a stunt woman. She's a stuntman. She's supposed to be
smooth as shit.
She's supposed to be that smooth as shit. Hey, Sebastian, an actor, you do that.
It's like twist.
And I want if anybody who's like I'm not knocking stunt people when I say that. I'm saying that is there are some things that you're not meant to do, actor. Give it to the stuntman. That's why I always laughed at us making this big thing. We was talking about T'Challa when he first came out, especially with Chadwick being the smallest he is. Yeah, I can still say stuff, but here's me. His stuntman is going to be big enough, so I think I'm all right. I'm fine. I don't know why we haven't. It ain't like he going to get. Like, I always laugh at that when we get that mad. It's like, look, Andrew Garfield's really not inside of that thing. I don't know why y'all sitting here. Like,
but you know Bennett got off when he actually slashed Matrix on the chest, like
Oh, all right. So I got a question. All right. This is not a question. This is, are my sons in the right? Are my sons in the right for this? They see it, pipe, poof. I said, boys, here come the one-liner. Let off some steam, Bennett. Both of them.
they're not entertained.
No. I want you to understand. Arnold ripping out the seat. Arnold throwing the phone booth. Radon Sean. No. All of that. Let off some steam, Bennett. This movie's stupid, Dad. Yeah.
That's the line. That's the line.
No.
Apparently, that's the line.
No, D, that just proves that right there is when the Gen Z hopped out of your kids.
Oh, cringe, Dad.
Like the son, you just watched John Wick over here. What are we talking about?
No. Never mind that. You were hold on. You were fine. No, wait. You were fine with everything else. This was the line. That was the line in the sand.
I had to hear my oldest son go, quote unquote, jizz, seeing this, but yet let off some steam, Bennett. Nothing from you.
You know what the equivalent of that is?
Spoiled little motherfucker.
You know what the equivalent of that is? It's like the guy that gets with the girl. And he's okay with all the freaky stuff she does, but all of a sudden when she says,
"Why you going to the club?"
Yeah, that shit. Like, why you going to the club all of a sudden? Like, that's the line. Her going to the club.
What was that?
Man.
And the funny thing is, you think I'm joking about this? You go on Twitter. There's some dudes that be acting like that. I'm like, that's the line. She went out to the club with the girlfriends. Like,
I met her when she's on stage, both her titties out. So she don't need to be shown nobody else.
Nah, I'm sorry, gentlemen. I used the wrong one. Girls does all that nasty shit that y'all just said, right? The moment she says, I want to go to the grocery store with my girlfriend.
That's the line. It's like, why are you looking at that cucumber?
You need both of them? You need both of your girlfriends to be there. It's always so. Why is it like, yo,
I'm just
dude,
picking up some bread and milk, and we was just trying to
look.
talk.
Help me,
help me.
Shit, Harris, help me. D don't got a small dick, so help me. How in the world is it possible for? Like, I always question,
sir.
It's always something minor.
Sir,
they just lose their shit over.
Sir, you're asking. No, wait, sir, you're asking me as if I have the answer to that.
But, like D, as a fellow big dicky himself. Like,
I'm sorry. I'm not the man. I'm not the man with the answer for to your question. I mean, Chris, I would love. No, hold on. I would do everything in my power to help you find a person that can answer that question.
Here go Chris. As a black man with a swollen penis himself, I have to say.
No. No. Chris would be on that bold shit. He would just hang his shit from a tree, talking about some, as a man of as a man of girth, as you can see, I'm hanging.
No. Actually, Chris is hanging from it. Here's me. That's the head of a penis.
No, y'all don't know me that well here.
And you have to say it like you see it. You clearly see it.
I have to go. I literally would have to go. Like, was it like Ryan Coogler did in Creed, where they show the boxer, they show the stats on the side.
You see the yardstick thing. You see the countdown of how long it is.
It's like Scott Pilgrim when they show the stats.
Now, see, Chris really Chris really wanted to be, if he really wanted to be on that nigga status, he'd be them niggas that be walking around with fucking pythons around their neck, like, like it's a goddamn scarf.
I gotta be honest with you, dudes that wear any stake around his neck, this has nothing to do about his penis size, what he does in bed. He's just crazy, okay?
Yeah, he is crazy.
It's just crazy okay?
Ass.
That's like, and I'm not even saying like, this is not even necessarily saying that, girl, I gotta get away from me, crazy. This could be, yo, girl, I need to get away from her. Like, okay, let me tell you what this nigga did. Okay? Hold on. In the morning, hold on.
This nigga
in the morning.
Before we end this though, like, are we talking Michael Ealy, light skin crazy from The Perfect Guy? Is that crazy? That crazy?
Crazy. And then there's nigga in New York in the wintertime, no shirt, walking his pet tiger down the street.
Black Air Force Ones.
Crazy. Yeah, there are two types of crazy. Where it's
Chris, he's got the two-tone going on. One black, left side is a black Air Force, right side is a white Air Force.
Dude, what's this fucking dude from fucking radio for fucking do the right thing?
Yeah.
Motherfucker dressed up. Look, got a little bucket hat that niggas didn't wear in New York since the 90s. For whatever reason.
Look like the ice cold water guy.
Yo, yeah, look, first off, I got a question, Gen X black men. Why dress up like that? Like, nobody has dressed up like that since the Sprite commercials with Noriega and Voltron. Nobody has dressed like that since then. And yet, you said in the year of our Lord 2023, this bucket with these boots.
Hey.
Boots,
nigga,
where you? I'm sorry, T-Pain, your cousin, Eris, your cousin that did it for me, nigga. One of your ankles.
So here's my thing.
Last time that was a thing, Simon Says was used for Lugz commercials.
But here's my thing. So is Jenny going through any therapy after seeing a guy get impaled by a pipe?
Okay, I love that. You're like, Jenny. She's like, hi, Dad. Just saw you murder a bunch of men for me.
She didn't see the other guys. She just saw the.
I'm going to show back up later in my life. Not at all.
He's going to a therapist like, I have flashbacks of an Australian guy getting hit by a pipe in the chest.
Jenny, tell me why you broke up with your boyfriend. I don't fucking know why. Tell me about your dad, Jenny. Tell me about what happened on Valverde. A fucking lot happened on Valverde. That's what fucking happened.
She was left alone in a room for about, I'm gonna say 6 hours.
Yeah. So when your boyfriend left you, why did that remind you of Valverde? Did you know that my dad was a fucking commando? Fucking commando, greatest in the world. He brought it home to me one day. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you like that. You like how I took out the ass. Like, So it's easy to do women smoking. It's really easy. Anyway, but yeah.
That is a whole conversation she is having with Barbara Walters.
Boy. You know it, man. Anyway. So,
but yeah, the army gets there late as hell and makes you just sit there with Jenny like, oh, they're here.
I like how him being a one man battering ram against this weak ass army was all it took for the colonel to say, well, Matrix, I hope this is a sign that you're coming back to us.
You know what, John? I know that a lot of all this happening at once, your daughter getting kidnapped, and you caused all this destruction. I hope this will make you really reconsider joining us back.
You committed countless crimes just to get here.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, breaking international law, look, we can overlook the surplus store. Who hasn't broken in a surplus store, okay? But John,
hold on.
You're really going to need some lawyers, and I think
D. Hold on, D. Listen, we can overlook the surplus store. That security guard you assaulted is willing to let all charges be dropped if you just do this one thing.
Now, John, I can have you walk on the caterpillar. You still in the caterpillar. You starting that whole ruckus in the mall. But you're gonna have to do some time on some tax evasion. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to do time on tax evasion.
Hold on, you give me $50,000, and I guarantee you walk on a conspiracy charge.
I don't want to do that.
The way the military.
Hold on. Here's Jenny. But Dad, we can just go to Saddlebomb.
The way the military, the
I
government
have it at the Saddlebomb. I forgot. I got it wrong. Anyway,
the way the government probably has so much money they can cover up all of major shenanigans. I'm like, what about the mall cop that got severely injured? Like,
hold on, but understand that Matrix kept telling every person of authority every single time he got caught, every single time somebody was trying to stop him in some way, shape, or form. Contact Kirby. He kept giving them, hey, this is my guy. Contact him. He'll clear up everything, and I will walk. I guarantee you that.
I will tell you this right now. In 1994, Kirby went to Congress, and Congress is like, okay, so John Matrix. We're opening it up, Kirby, because this is what you did in Grenada was one thing, but on our own shores. That's where all of this becomes a problem for all of us.
And yes, you and Matrix are responsible for ending Desert Storm 6 months earlier than we expected.
I mean, that was nice too. I'm sorry, Senator McCain. What do you have to say? Personally, I want to say that I was a POW.
Here we go.
I'm done. Yo, I'm sorry. John McCain rode that to death.
Yes, he did.
To his actual death, he rode that to death.
I mean, which is ironic.
I get it, dude.
Remember, he used that in his run for president.
Harris, I was a POW. I get it, nigga. I get it. I was second chair trumpet player. But here's the thing: you need to let go of some shit.
No, but here's the thing. Let's be real. Being able to survive POW, that is rough.
First understudy in the school play. All right.
Hey, look. I want people to understand we're not like shortchanging him being a POW.
I'm not.
That's rough.
No, we're not. But
he rode that train pretty hard.
But much like your boy Giuliani saying 9/11 after everything.
No, he rode that train long after the last stop.
Like Giuliani with 9/11, I think I've said this multiple times. It's one thing to be like, you want to be the people to gather everybody in New York. That's fine. But like 6 months later and you're still rolling 9/11, it's like.
I like how when he was trying to go for president, he kept flexing 9/11 like, dog.
I have brought everybody together on 9/11.
It is 2005.
Bring it in.
Why are you still mentioning 9/11 like we care about it? Yeah,
you on SNL, gathering the troops. That's cool, but like, no, it's done.
You do realize that the hot story on the streets right now is Clinton is pissed off at Fox News for his portrayal on ABC.
Yeah,
ABC movie.
I was like, yo, Rudy. Look, I understand, man.
Cussing out.
I understand how you
Who was that? Chris Walsh?
Yeah, Chris
Wallace here.
He was this close from cussing his ass out.
Did. I like how
to see a white man go black for like 2 seconds was just beautiful.
Speaking of Chris Wallace, shout out to Chris Wallace for clearly smelling the gas in the coal mine going, well, you know what? This is not conservative like it used to be. I'm going to a different station. I'll see all you fuckers later. I'm out of here. Bye. Nope. No. When, God, I forgot the other dude that's actually all right. He's a conservative dude, but he's actually, when he left months early, when he left like a year early, when he left, I knew it was like, oh, they're all about to leave. All the ones worth a damn about to hop out of Fox. That's why you stuck with Hannity, the chick that has a dry pussy, and Tucker Carlson all talking to each other like, we love Trump. Fuck that nigga. We love Trump.
Now, Commando. Now, Commando opening weekend, right? Let's talk about them numbers. Number one opening weekend, 7 million. It beat out Jagged Edge, was at number 2. Agnes of God at number 3. Invasion USA, which also came out that same weekend. Which damn,
Invasion USA only got 4th though.
Yeah, fourth. So
Look, it's a Canon movie. Canon movies gonna box like that, man.
But then again, Canon movies were made for like 2 boxes of Tic Tacs, so
and they were made for the video circuit, so it doesn't matter because that's where we talked about it when we did Invasion USA. That's where it actually blew up was on video.
No. That's the best thing about Invasion USA is when you went to go see the movie. If you bought a popcorn and a drink, it came with a VHS copy.
There you go. Back to the Future.
That's how ready for the home video market that movie was.
Back to the Future was in fifth, which was on its 14th week, but it was already cleaning house at that point. Pee-wee's Big Adventure, which is another movie that was cleaned house at that point for Warner Brothers. Teen Wolf was on its fourth week. That made money. That was another Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. was cleaning up that month.
Because we were talking about we mentioned that when we did Back to the Future, we mentioned that this dude had 2 movies in the junk at the same time. Like that.
2 movies I never seen, Plenty and Maxie, and then rounding it out was Kiss of the Spider Woman.
I heard of Kiss of the Spider Woman, but I know nothing of it.
But yeah, I mean, look, and it was made on a $9 million budget, and it
made $7 million of this first week.
I think it made 30-something million total.
That's perfect. If I would know that, like if I made it for $9 million, I got 7 off the first week. Perfect.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure marketing for it probably wasn't much.
You know what I mean?
Well, what about the overseas?
It said it made 56 million total, so I'm assuming probably 20-something million overseas. Because if it made 36 here, then
I always question.
Hold on. This came out first, and didn't First Blood Part 2 come out after this?
I think so.
And also, but also, Eris, the one reason, and I know a lot of people say, I thought it would have made a lot more international and all that. Here's the one thing that y'all got to understand, especially in the Asian market, piracy was at its highest, especially in the 80s, into the and all the way up until about the 2000s. It's kind of calmed down, and it's a worldwide problem, but it used to be a serious problem where it used to show no box office overseas because people just pirated this shit. And on top of that, sometimes people will have the movie and they will sell it to their own thing, and it didn't go towards the box office. It only went towards their movie theater, especially overseas.
They were able to get their hands on those freaking VHS duplicators that cost like $600 when they first came out.
And it mattered what country you was in. If you was in China, bootlegging was everywhere. If you anywhere all through Southeast Asia, outside even probably in Japan, there was just bootlegging everywhere in the 80s. And especially when it came to the action movies, any of the post-Vietnam action movies, all of that, even in Asia, was popular. They like what? There are at least several stars that were in the movie in the 80s where it was just them in the jungle with a gun in their hand, and they made money. Over there. Small box office, but it made money, and it was a popular thing over there too. So it's kind of funny to say, "Oh man, it didn't make that." When you really look at the number, it's like it should be bigger, but bootlegging.
I mean, like I said, it's a simple movie. I mean, like I said, I talked at the top, movies like Plane that came out earlier this year. It's a simple movie. And I mean, you said it's best suited. It's like, it's too simple, which it's not a bad thing, but it's not like we're asking.
Sometimes,
we were offered scenario A of this movie.
Yeah. And it's not, and I think it was best because
version.
I'm not saying most writers, but I think some writer would have been like, well, we need to get a backstory on Valverde. And I'm like, I don't need a backstory on Valverde.
Not necessarily a backstory on Valverde, just the amount of cuts that this movie, my problem was just the amount of cuts that this movie made. Like, what did you cut out? What was so necessary for you to cut?
I just think it's extended action, to be honest with you. I don't think it was nothing really plot moving or anything. I think it was just action. You know what I mean?
Because the dialogue is so light in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
The movie honestly speaks in one-liners and puns.
Yeah, it really does.
It's just one-liners and puns.
Cliche, and it speaks in cliche.
And cliche. Good, great example. Where did you learn to do that? I read the instructions.
Or this one. Do you know why I took your daughter from you? You will work for me. of course he will work for you. We know where this is going. Like here's the funny thing, Eris. I do agree with you. There are some things that are too simple.
Mhm.
This was simple just enough because
Yeah.
there are some things in this thing where if you gave it more than what it would be, you wouldn't care about this movie.
So
You can tell if this went a couple, if it went on 10 more, if it went in more than 10 more minutes, this movie would have been bad.
Real quick. Quick drinking game. Take a shot every time the saxophone comes on.
Done.
Dead.
Take a sip for every Arnold one-liner.
That's a decent one.
Oh God. Let's see. For every
take a sip every time you see anything that could be interpreted as sexual from Bennett. For everything from a look like to a all that, all of that. Take a sip.
That works. I was also going to say take a sip for every death that occurs.
Take a sip for every time Alyssa Milano actually shows up on camera.
No, finish her drink every time she shows up because she doesn't show up She does not show up a lot in this movie.
Show up there, and finally, and it's hard to find, but drink a whole bottle. When you hear that line of Dan Hedaya going, and I will make sure.
So I want to add real quick before we end this. If Commando was made today, the following actors would be played by one. If Hollywood's involved, and this is like actual budget being thrown at it, we're gonna get. Oh God, who can we get right now to be?
I'll be honest with you. There's nobody else outside of the person you don't want me to say.
Go ahead.
Man, you're only getting like.
No, go ahead and say it.
Dwayne.
Yeah.
The Rock. Yeah. If Rock is
I can't think of nobody.
See, here's the thing.
Wait, hold on. Let me throw. Wait. Yeah, I know you're gonna say Scott Adkins, but no, it would be Dwayne. Like
it would have to be Dwayne.
Sadly, it would be Dwayne, and Jenny would be played by one Millie Bobby Brown.
No, she's too old.
She's too old.
Way the time skip. De-aging is in every damn movie now.
Like
I said, no. Think about it. Hollywood is throwing money.
Name a younger girl.
I didn't say that, D. Hear me out. Damn. I was saying Hollywood is just throwing money at it like they throw money at every other movie.
Yeah, but they're not going to de-age Millie. But they're not going to de-age.
Stupid as shit. That's even dumber.
Coming from a movie that's already stupid as shit.
Not that dumb.
Oh yes, D.
Not throw away our budget, making a 21-year-old look like a 14-year-old. No, they're not that.
They will get the girl.
Listen,
actually, you know what? No.
Actually,
no. That's Dark Fate. But you know what they would do? Actually, scratch that. They would get Dwayne. They would get old
Scott
girl.
Adkins would be the Tubi version. I said it.
They would get no, not Zendaya. They would actually get the girl that played her sister in Euphoria. The girl that was in that movie, Eris, that we saw with Nia Long, they would get her.
Yeah, they would get her.
I'm just saying.
Because she still looks like she should be 13 years old still.
I'm just saying, you have a whole ass Nickelodeon and Disney over there.
Yeah. Like they only did that thing in Dark Fate because they weren't going to pay Edward Furlong.
Which one? You're right. Which one? Which one isn't? I mean, which one hasn't been tainted yet?
Pick one.
Which one hasn't been tainted?
Any new Nickelodeon show, pick one.
No, and this is actually a good way of stopping this whole thing. Eris, why would I want to clean?
What we got next? I'm done with
this. I'm so done with this. I'm done.
What do we got next?
I want my actresses with experience. God damn it.
Anyways, what do we got next?
Anyway, we're gonna play easy for y'all next tomorrow when we come back on this bitch. We're gonna do the Naked Gun Part 2. In other words, we're gonna see OJ again. We're gonna see the Juice again. We're gonna see Leslie Nielsen do what he does best. That's what I'm saying. And probably the Second to only time ever we will ever talk about Robert Goulet.
Yeah, because third one was with the other.
We did.
dude, so
We did Beetlejuice already. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
Is there another movie with Robert Goulet that we?
Nah, and look, it's not like we're the Robert Goulet podcast. I mean,
Oh
geez.
man, come 3BGPodcast geeks for that Robert Goulet.
I already feel old just saying that man's name. I'm like, how the hell do I know Robert Goulet? Like, damn.
Oh God, that just shows you how old we are as kids. But anyway,
Wayne Newton.
See, Wayne Newton was in the other movie. Which one was that? Was that was whatever? Fuck. Look. Point is, next gun. We see y'all tomorrow. That's it. If y'all on, please stay around. Give it.